Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am in the process of studying. Oh no! EDAP is annoying. My classes are advanced. So yes, my classes are 8 weeks long. So that's 2 months. And it goes by super duper fast. So there's always something to do each week. We have something due each week, whether that's quizzes. We don't have exams due every week, but we have quizzes and homework due. So I'm doing that. And again, this is for my This is for my pathophysiology. You know what? Y'all get what I'm saying. Pathophysiology. Duh. I got it. Pathophysiology. Remember it. But I'm very blessed, so I can't complain. I can't complain because there's so many people around the world who wish they had the opportunity that I have right now being in nursing school. And I'm going to be starting clinicals this September, so that's what, less than 4 months away. So once I start clinicals and everything, so far it's been going by pretty fast. So what people have been saying by it going by fast is very true. But once clinical comes, hopefully it goes by extra fast. And so much fast that I walk across the stage and just get my diploma and just have my license. Okay, the pay that I'm getting paid right now versus the pay that I will be getting paid as an RN is night and day. You can't compare the two. So I'll definitely be able to pursue more of my dreams. Not to say that that's the only reason why I'm doing it, because I'm totally against people doing anything just for the money. It never pans out well for you. You will end up miserable. Okay, but you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan and at least like what you do. Don't necessarily have to love it, but at least enjoy what you do and like what you do and hold fast to that, so that you don't make your time and others around you, miserable. Hopefully with this whole Biden situation, since he's trying to run again, hopefully he actually forgive a lot of our student loans, because I will be left with student loans, which is primarily the reason, if not the reason, why I did not want to go back into college. But when I thought about it, I'm like, listen, we all gonna die owing somebody. And I know that may sound like so blunt, but sometimes you gotta be blunt, just you have to be realistic, So if I'm gonna owe back, I'm just throwing out a number, if I'm gonna owe back $20,000, I'd rather that $20,000 be towards something that can and will make me 20 times 3. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to owe back $20,000 on something that served no purpose, something that did not bear any fruit. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna owe the money, I might as well owe the money on something that will be around forever. And as far as I know, everybody's gonna get sick and everybody's gonna pass on. So hospitals will always need nurses. We are, and I'm speaking that into existence because I will be a future nurse, we are the backbone of the hospitals, us and doctors, everybody in the medical field, everybody. But I'm just saying, especially the nurses. So this isn't a blank degree. Yeah, and I didn't want to have a blank degree. So I said to myself, if I'm going to do this college thing and see it all the way through, because like I told you, I dropped out. If I'm going to see this all the way through, it's going to be in a field that is in demand, no matter where I go in the world. And nursing is that, nursing is that. And y'all know me, I'm a jack of all trades. This is not gonna be my retired job. No. This is, a job for now, and something that I can use to better myself and my future endeavors because of, the salary. Not gonna lie, because of the salary is good, and the salary increases substantially depending on how many years of experience you have in it, and whichever hospital or clinic or wherever you work at, because that's another misconception, that nurses are only in hospitals. At least that's how a lot of people that I have been in contact with seem to think, and that is totally fine. Trust me, I don't care. But yeah, nurses aren't just in the hospital. We have legal nurses, we have RN case managers, We have IT nurses who just deal solely with like computers and techie stuff, I call it. We have triage nurses that could work remotely. Nursing is extremely like broad. It's extremely broad. As a matter of fact, let me see right now, and it's 4:13. I need to get dressed. Nursing fields. You got like a clinical nurse specialist. Usually the clinical nurse specialists, they're the nurses who have to have an advanced degree. So they're the nurses who needs to have like their masters, because they teach. Some of them are in hospitals, some of them are remote, they're just virtual, but they teach. They do more teaching. You got genetics nurse. What are they? They work with patients, so more than likely they are in a clinic or in a hospital setting. You got licensed practical nurse. Yeah, technically they are a nurse. They're just not a registered nurse. So the pay is horrible. That's why a lot of LPNs, licensed practical nurse is short for LPN. That's why a lot of LPNs eventually get into nursing, the nursing program, because they see there is no, like, you see the ceiling. Like, you literally see the ceiling as an LPN. It's not like the sky is the limit like when you're a registered nurse. So a lot of LPNs, CNAs, they will eventually go get into nursing school so that they can get their license. What else is this? Nurse midwife. Yeah, they working on. I thought that there were more. Those are just a few. Oh, okay, 15 nursing jobs that can work instead of bedside. You see, I guess somebody else was thinking just like me. Nurse health coach. A nurse health coach is an RN who focuses on holistic patient care and emphasizes wellness. Okay, so needless to say, a nurse health coach, they don't have to be in the hospital setting at all. Sounds more like they could be their own boss, which is obviously what I want it to be. You got an academic nurse writer. Never heard of that. Dang, their salary is good. Average salary $80,000, but the salary range, it could top $120,000. Legal nurse consultant, that's what I mentioned earlier. Okay, they got a hospice nurse. Hospice nurses, though, they are either, from what I know, they're either in a hospital setting or some type of like clinic or home, because hospice is pretty much just making the patient feel as comfortable as possible before they transition. From what I know, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know everything, and neither do y'all. I'm so slick, I had to rub that in there. What is this? Public health nurse. Occupational nurse, I knew about that, but specializes in promoting health and safety within a nursing location. RN case manager. Yeah, that's what I was interested in. Nurse educator, nursing, IT. Telehealth nurse. Those are the ones who work remotely. Telehealth nurses. That's what I would like to do. They got a flight nurse. Obviously, those nurses that you may or may not know, they be on flight, so in case something happens, they can assist with any medical needs. And a nurse administrator. That's more like on the business side, and it's leadership. So that's more like corporate. I don't want that. I want to... I really don't know what I want right this moment. I know that I want to start making some money and pay as minimum as possible for these loans, because like I said, we all gonna die owing somebody, and fingers crossed, I just hope that Biden forgives a lot of our student loans, so at least that's something I don't have to worry about. We already spend a lot of money on these schools just to get out of school and finally start making some decent money to live, just to pay y'all back. That's not going down, not with me. It's actually 4:01 p.m. and I start class at 6. I always try to leave my house at 5 p.m. That's an hour early, because that's rush hour traffic here in South Florida, and trust me, I be in traffic like And I probably might have 10 minutes to spare when I get there. So I would say about, if I want to be honest, I'm on the road for about 40 minutes. Yeah, to my university, about 40 minutes. So it's best that I leave the house an hour early.
2 hours later.
So your girl is done, and no, I did not put on any false lashes because I tried like 4 times and I came to the realization I can't do it. It's too tough. Hey guys, I made it to school. I'm actually here early. It's 5:41 and I even had time to stop by Starbucks. I don't get Starbucks often. I usually just make my own coffee and stuff at home, but I decided why not. Yeah, so today I have lab. I have health assessment. Yeah, health assessment 1 lab tonight. Thankfully, the class tonight does not last long. It's a 2-hour lab, so we get out of at 8. So that's really, really good. So I could come home and I can continue my studying for my exam tomorrow in pathophysiology. So yeah, on my way here I was looking at there's this lady's channel, My View My Opinion. Her YouTube channel it's MVMO, but it stands for My View My Opinion. And I love watching her videos. I like the way that she articulates her words, and I agree with a lot of her standpoints. Not everything, but I agree with a lot of it. I would say most of it. I was looking at her commentary on the whole Diddy and Cassie thing, and also with the most recent interview that the security guard came out and said he was a victim to. I'm like, all right, man, it's getting out of hand now. What it was he was on payroll and he turned a blind eye to a lot of things until it no longer benefited him. That's what he really meant to say. Whoever that security guard is. Not Big Gene. There's a guy named Big Gene. Well, actually, he's another one of them too, but that wasn't the one who did the interview with Piers Morgan. I don't know if y'all familiar with him. He's like a British journalist. So yeah, I was just looking at her commentary about the whole interview that he gave, and I like her channel because she breaks things down into layers, and she even tries to flip it around into a way that we could put ourselves in that same shoe, or at least as closest to it as it pertains to our life. Because majority of the time, sometimes we don't understand what a person is really going through until you flip it around and say, hey, remember when you did this, that? And it's like, oh, okay. You get like a newfound understanding, or a deeper understanding. But yeah, y'all, this isn't a pop culture commentary type of channel. It was just something that I was looking at because I do indulge in a little bit of that. The YouTube content creators, the commentators and stuff. I don't let it consume me, but I do watch it. And I don't let it consume me for obvious reasons, because watching too much of those things can alter your mind, and it's usually not for the good. You know what I'm saying? Most of these commentary stuff, it's really about people in their lives and things that they may do that's not good. Majority of the time, because people really only comment under things that's not good. They don't really comment under things that's good that's going on in their lives. So needless to say, I watch her channel, which is My View My Opinion, and I also watch this male YouTuber. His name is JD Black. Now, he could be quite controversial, to be honest, because he is like he's not Kevin Samuels, I'll tell you that much. May he rest in peace, but I did not care for him or his ideologies. He's not like Kevin Samuels, but he's almost. But I watch him because he's entertaining. He's just very funny. He's hilarious. And he always seems to blame the woman. So I watch him because he's funny. But yeah, y'all, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad. I'll just say this and leave it at that. Everybody had a part to play in this whole abuse from Diddy. the people who are coming forward is what I should say. They wanted something and he wanted something. And that's what happens more times than not. A lot of us, we put up with a lot of situations, and it's no different from how our grandmothers and grandfathers was, but I would say specifically grandmothers back in the days, how they stayed with the husbands, even throughout all the abuse, the financial abuse, the mental abuse, psychological abuse, even physical abuse, the cheating and all of that stuff. They stick with the man. Why? Because they got to get something out of it. What's that something? They got to be able to have a roof over their head. They got to be able to put shoes on their baby feet, because majority of them had kids back then. They needed stability. Does it make it right how they were treated? No, heavens no. But we have to be able to, at some point, after that man who was cheating and abusing you, and I'm talking about for our grandmothers and stuff back in the days, after they're taken care of, those men, after they're dealt with, the very next thing you have to do is look inward and forgive yourself for staying through all of that. We all at a certain point in time have that come to Jesus moment. We have that realization moment where we know what's going on and we can leave. Now, whether we will leave or won't, that's another story, but we can. Some of us even left, a day or two, but we go back. So what I'm saying is you got to forgive that person at a certain point, not for them, but for you. And then forgive yourself for allowing it to go on for so long, because we women, we know when things aren't right. We know when we're being mistreated. We know it's not right. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, we know that there is an out. You know what I'm saying? We know that there is an out, but we still stay in the situation because of, case in point, like I mentioned earlier, be it stability, financial stability. You'll be surprised what people put up with just to be able to, I guess, in their world function. So you have those people, and then you have actual victims. Was that bodyguard manipulated? He probably was manipulated, but I don't believe it for 1 second. I don't believe he was manipulated. Well, you know what? If anything, he was manipulated by money, which is what a lot of them are manipulated by. Anyways, guys, I geared too far off. It's 5:52. I'm gonna head inside. Class start at 6, and I don't know what we're gonna do today, but yeah, I look forward to getting out of class. I just got back from school, so I have my laptop and my book because I'm heading back to the basics because my exam is tomorrow. So I really need to get like these last minute engraving in my head of all of these chapters that we have to memorize. And I got YouTube on just in case like I get tired of looking at the same thing. Y'all can't even see me. I got YouTube on just in case I get tired of, hold on, let me move y'all. Let me move y'all. There we go. Alright, I got me some mini bagels. Alright, y'all, I had to come back on once I was done tearing these bagels up, because y'all didn't want to see me chowing down, like especially my missing tooth in the back. Y'all didn't want to see that. Trust me, no. Anyways, I guess I don't know where I left off with the school situation, but in a nutshell, school is stressful right now. Yeah, it's very stressful. But I'm keeping it together. I'm still trying to balance out my sanity, coupled with some music therapy, some little entertainment from YouTube, and your girl is all right. Yeah, I just have to do a whole lot of studying, really. But I hope all of y'all day was wonderful. What today is? Today is Wednesday, May 22nd, and more than likely I will upload this Friday. So this is when y'all will be seeing this Friday. After I'm done, I'm gonna chop everything up and edit it, make it look all fancy, well, as fancy as it's gonna be, while still keeping it very authentically me, and upload it for y'all to see Friday. But I hope all of y'all had a blissful Wednesday. Happy hump day. And yeah, if I don't see y'all, if y'all don't see me again, and y'all will probably see me either Monday or Tuesday, I don't know. I've been uploading 3 times a week. If y'all noticed, I've been uploading 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm gonna try to keep that pace up 3 times a week. If not, at minimum, I will upload twice a week. At minimum, I'm gonna try to upload twice a week for sure, so that I'm still giving out content more and more. But y'all, I should never probably ate as much as those bagels as I did, because y'all know what bread does to us. Yeah, it makes your girl sleepy. But no, I'm not going to sleep. I know I have a mission to accomplish, and that is studying. So I need to study, and after I study, I might just start editing on this video too. But it was a pleasure taking you guys along for today. I hope y'all enjoyed the content. Today was purely just about school, random chit chat, Diddy Cassie stuff, stress with school, and a possible cancellation of my next international trip. Yeah, I need to handle some bills. Yeah, and it's kind of like overwhelming me. And it's my credit card. I have a Capital One credit card, and I have 2 credit cards. And one of my credit cards is Capital One, which I have for a few years. So of course the promotion is up. The interest rate is now in full effect, and it has been in full effect. So I paid it down, which I'm so happy that I did, but I ended up pulling the card back out and using it. So I haven't ran it up, but I've used too much. I used enough, more than I wanted to use, let's just say that. So my first priority, to be honest, because the interest rate is so high, my first priority is to pay that credit card back off and literally keep it somewhere hidden to where I never use that card again. Because y'all, if y'all haven't noticed, using a credit card past their promotional period, some is a year promotion, some is 2 years promotion, but anytime you go past that promotional period, you will start accumulating interest. So that's not really good. That's why most people do a bank transfer. Is it called a bank transfer? That's the way I see it. I did it. A bank transfer, or credit card transfer, credit transfer. We transfer the credit balance from one credit card to a new credit card that is offering you that year or 2 year promotional period of being interest free. So that's how you do that, so you're not essentially paying the credit card companies. So yeah, that's what I am focusing on right now, to be honest. Our next week vacation is summer vacation, and that is in a month, pretty much June 27th through July 6th or 7th or something like that. So I guess we'll see. I guess it's not impossible. I still might take a trip, but I first got to knock out the payments with my Capital One first. Once I do that, then I will start to entertain the, going somewhere else. But I would love to go somewhere else, especially with all of this, high demand from school. I would love to be able to go somewhere and de-stress, because I don't feel like I can de-stress here in America. My happy place is being in the Caribbean. All right, guys, it's been lovely speaking to you. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe this video. It is completely free, and it will not bite you. It will only serve as a tool to help me get to more and more viewers. So at any rate, love you all. Until next time, peace.
Let's just take a breathe.